So essentially, the way that we're doing things now, my bro, is we basically set up this whole RAG, this whole system here for you. Okay, wait, let me put your head because I like looking at your head. So basically, we set up this whole RAG now. So anytime you want to do anything related to the business, you can do it straight inside of here. Now you don't have to worry about prompting ChatGPT. You don't have to worry about, preloading it with information, letting it know what's your strategy, blah, blah, blah. Every single strategy that we've created for you, content, in terms of SEO, Google Ads, everything, it's primed up and knows exactly what's happening. So now we don't have to worry about sending chats or anything like this. It's what we do with everyone. Yep. Down the bottom here, something that I want you to take note of, and I'll show you another client in a second. Here is where we're going to put all your templates and your content board. So the issue we were having before is when I looked at, you remember when we done your original templates and you were building them and I was building them? Obviously we're guys, we don't design very nicely, as nice as a girl. So now Jade, she's the one that's going to do all of the designs for you and stuff like that. And if I show you, for example, another client of ours, let's just go tactical. You'll see here, he's got all of his posts that we want him to go through. All right. Click right on here. It'll take you straight to Canva, and then you'll have your designs there ready to go. So now all you need to do is just every week, every time you want to go through different posts, you just swap out the photos, and then you can just use Notion as well. If you connect your Notion, you can just use it and say, hey, this is the one we're working on. Give me some content, whatever. All right. Because now carousels is like crack. It's honestly like crack at the moment. Everyone is just getting so much good traction from carousels. All right. So that's going to make life a lot easier for you. Okay. Go back to Notion. Everything else here is all done. Delivery box, I still got to send a few things for you. I've got to add your Spine Central stuff in here. This is just from our other client. Oh no, so that's the wrong one. Give me a second. I've got to add your Spine Central bio. I've got to add all of your email signature, everything like this. So every time you get a delivery, bro, I'll just tag it in there for you, and you know exactly when and what is delivered, so that way you stay ahead of it. Now, the reason why I wanted to jump on a call is two things. Number one, Google Ads or Meta Ads, we need to decide on and work out exact budget, so I know what I'm playing with, so I know how to distribute the cash flow. That's number one. Number two is when it comes to your strategy and your personal brand, we're going to have a bit of a conversation about that, a little bit longer, so we know what we're in for and what content that we need to get primed up for when I come see you this week or next week, inshallah. So we'll start with Google or Facebook first. What are you looking at spending per month?
Google and Facebook combined or separate?
What's your overall budget that you have ready for marketing? And then we can talk about how I'll distribute it and why I'll distribute it the way I do.
Okay, so I've got yours. We can probably do, I'm planning to obviously spend a bit more in the ads so we can actually get a lot more clients in. What do you think is a good amount to start off with? Like, what's a certain, you think you'll get results?
$1 million. The more, honestly, my brother, the more money, the better. Like, genuinely. That's why, look, the thing is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You get me? And you have to realize that consistency is what these platforms want, because at the end of the day, okay, I'll give you two scenarios. Someone comes into your clinic tomorrow and he's booked in one appointment. You're probably just going to crack his back and send him on his bike. Someone comes in and they've got an injury and they've got a care plan and they've got 10 sessions. You're going to give him the best treatment ever, right? And it's the same with these platforms. They're a business at the end of the day. They want to make money. If you're going to consistently spend, they don't care how much it is. They just care about you consistently spending, and you can optimize based off that spend, because they say, hey, bro, this guy's spending money with us. We want to continue him spending money with us, so we want to start giving him better results. So that's why I always say it's a bit of a marathon. Like, if you can spend 1,000 to 3,000 per month, that's good. That's enough to start with. Like, I wouldn't recommend starting with anything less, especially if we're going to go Google and Facebook. If we're just going to go Facebook only or Instagram only, we can do it that way as well, but we'll just have to change up the strategy, and we'll talk about that when we get to the content side of things anyway. But for now, just give me a random number that we can work off.
Okay. We can start with about $1,000, yeah? We can start with about $1,000.
And what about your time? What's your time worth, bro? We need to calculate your time as well.
Genuinely. If it's a hijama, I'm doing like a 20 to 25. So like it's say that's $90 because I charge 90. If I can get 3 people in an hour, 20-minute sessions, that's kind of approximately what I'm factoring in as well. So it would be like $270 an hour essentially.
Okay, 270 an hour. What do you aim for?
That's in the perfect world. Yeah, you want to get 20-minute sessions. That's more than enough.
And then what about, let's say they come in for normal physio?
Normal like chiro work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same. Even a hijama session, it will take you the same amount as a chiro. I'll extend it a bit longer. Hijama, like maybe 5-10 minutes, but a general chiro session is around 20. Looks nice. I think
20
there's
minutes? Okay.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
So, and you're charging what for?
Follow-ups are 90.
9. So if we can crank 2, at least 2 or 3, 9. Yeah, okay, about the same. Now, the main thing is, bro, literally every single person that is crushing it online is really invested in their personal brand. So before I even start with the strategy, tell me how do you see your own content going in the next couple of months? Like, do you want to invest your time and energy into doing a bit of more personalized content rather than just salesy content, or you're not bothered for it?
Honestly, whatever's gonna bring in patients, I'll do at this stage. I'm not like if it needs to do personal, we can put my face out there and I'll make it work. I just got to get used to talking and stuff, which is something I've just got to get used to. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm really willing to crank both, to be honest. Yeah.
Because you're so much better on camera now, I've noticed. Like from when we first started to now, when you actually have been pumping your videos, you're getting a lot more comfortable on camera. Do you feel that as well, or not really?
Yeah, I am, and I'm starting to get like more views, more interactions, as well, which is just I'm just getting comfortable with just posting. Like, I'm just like whatever I have, I get content, it's quicker, easier, just pumping it out.
Yeah, that's how you should do it. I don't look, I just post. You know what I mean? That's the best way to do it. But once we build out the whole content strategy, it's literally bulletproof. Like you've seen how much effort we put into the Notion. When we actually sit down and factor in who is your ideal customer and how we want to target it, the way we're doing it is absolutely not normal. It's getting ridiculous results. And I'll just show you in a second. Now, when it comes to the people that are messaging you through the content, through Meta and stuff like this, what are you usually getting? What are you finding with these customers? Oldies, young people, Arabs?
Before, when I was getting a lot of imports, and they didn't really know what they were doing in oldies. And then lately I've been running it for about 2 weeks now, and it's been pretty much better quality. I'll say better quality patients, and they actually know what they're putting the details in. But it's generally
what type of patients is it?
It's generally for say like a 20 to 50-year-old, pretty much males, all of them. I think all of them have been males. And yeah, 20 to 50. I don't think I've got older than that. And they're like intrigued. Only a few not interested. Some don't answer the phone. Whatever. It's leads gonna happen. But a lot of them are interacting, and it's only it's a small sample size.
Yep. So I'm just pulling up the ad account at the same time. There we go.
It's only like 11.
And is it for Cairo or hijama, or what, they Aussies or Arabs or?
No, it's mainly Cairo, but I do get Arabs that like have checked my page and they know I do hijama. So when I call them, they're like, "Oh, I'd like to do hijama," even though the ad is an adjustment video. It's just an adjustment video.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. It's just a simple adjustment track video, and then some people they go it's hijama, and I tell them, okay, hijama is a little bit more expensive than initial because initial is only 79, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. And it's also been boosting my actual page itself because even if people aren't going through the leads, they click on my account and they call me directly, which I've been getting people like that as well. Which could be also the Google as well, I'm not sure, but it's coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me drop the source on you, and then you tell me if it's something that you want to go through with. I'm pretty sure you're going to say yes because you just love leads, bro. So let's go through it. Let me pull up my Canva. I'll show you what we're doing for our business, and it works ridiculous. But give me a second. Let me just pull it up. All right. So now, as compared to before, right? When we used to run the ads before, and what has happened is over the last 2-3 years, there was a lot of people that would actually buy off ads. Now, nobody wants to buy off ads anymore. Nobody wants to inquire. Nobody wants to buy off ads. No one wants to do anything. All right. Maybe you get a lead form, but obviously the lead quality is not that good when you have a lead form. So we have to split it up so that we do have some that is a lead form and we do have some that is a actual clickbait ad. So what we found now is the best way to prime up the algorithm to get yourself like a juicy amount of leads is literally just make clickbait ads. All right. Because what is the point? What's the goal of your ad, your top of funnel ad? It's not to sell, it's to get the click. We want to get the click. So remember when I told you the first thing you told me, oh, I'm getting good leads, it cost me $8 per lead. Should I boost it up a little bit? And I told you, what's the CTR? What's the click-through rate? You told me, oh, it's under 1, which is not good. It needs to be at least 3. Now we're getting some CTRs that are like 9, 15, 25%. Why? Because they're so juicy, right? They're so juicy. Then we push them to an initial offer page or whatever we want just to capture them. And that's how we're getting the leads. So even if you see things like this, it doesn't look like an ad. It doesn't look like an ad at all. So like the tester system, nobody was meant to see. And it pushes them to our landing page. And our landing page will be like, this is the secret selling system Tesla uses to do blah, 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 blah. And obviously it talks about our marketing service. Same things with like the Dubai founder sparks chaos leaking insane meta ad system. Right. So for you, it would be something like, it could be something like chiropractor under fire because he's releasing secrets that can solve your back pain in days. Right. And then it pushes him to that special offer page where we're not actually selling him anything. We're just telling him that this is the secret thing that you recommend. We'll film a little video of you talking about what you need to do. And usually what we'll do is we'll make that video so hard for them to do that they have to book a consult. So for example, it'll be like, you need to do these stretches, you need to do this, blah, 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 or just come in for a consult, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Yes. Now, once we get that such a high level CTR, we now manipulate that data and we say, okay, we're getting all these guys coming through. Anyone who's still interacting with us, we have a separate campaign on the side, which is our scaling campaign. And that's more direct, talking about this is a special offer.
Blah, 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 yeah.
Yes, because we don't want to waste our. What happens is if you waste your clicks on conversions, what's going to happen? Your price to get the leads is going to go very high. Yes, they'll be more qualified, but at the same time, I'm of the personal opinion now, to be honest with you, that lead quality is always going to be shit, and it's better to have a lead come in as like an egg and you let it hatch into a chicken rather than just trying to look for the chicken straight away, because now the internet is like you're fighting with a bunch of people that are like gorillas snorting cocaine in a disco. Like that is our genuine competition right now. It's so packed with so much shit everywhere 24/7. We need to catch attention, bro. We need to be in that game. Like no one's going to want to see come book your appointment if your back's sore. They want to see that secret thing that blah, blah, blah that made my back pain go away for the next 50 years or I don't know, some heck that we're going to mix up to capture people. You get me? Yeah. So if that is what you want to do, I'm happy to run it for you and start manipulating and getting all these things done. Same system, push them all through, go high level, let go high level, do all the work, book the appointments, and then we can start tightening up as we go. SEO, I think we'll still need to do because I want to get you like just ranking in Bass Hill area. But we'll also set up a system so that people can pump up your reviews as well. So that it's a lot easier for you to have more reviews coming in, so your local SEO works without us having to waste too much budget on it. Mm-hmm. That's my personal opinion. It's up to you if you want to go through that side of things or if you want to stick to the normal play. But regardless, and this is the last thing I need to tell you, regardless, we need to build. Yes, we're going to have these cocaine addicting ads, all right? I want people's dopamine to be through the roof. But we are still going to need to have Spine Central be very, very Bilal focused. Like we're going to have to turn you into a very authoritative person. And I'm going to have to change your content a little bit to be more like, I'm sure you see all the chiros in the US, they pump, with the satisfying cracks and stuff like this. We're going to have to sort of shift your content a little bit like that. And I would say at least once a week, you'll need to dedicate maybe 1-2 hour session to get me 2 good, really good long form videos, right? Which I'm sure you can just put your camera in the office in one spot. Yeah. And that's it. Record the whole thing. microphone, and we'll chop it up in the ways that we need, and we'll just mince it as much as possible.
Yeah.
All right. That would be the best strategy, I think, moving forward, because it's going to allow you to get as many leads as possible, let go high level, qualify everyone, right? You don't have to worry about it. And then you just have to film once a week and make content once a week. You send the content to me, I'll sort it out, and then you just worry about your Instagram, I'll worry about the ads. All right?
Sounds good, inshallah. Yeah.
That way we
Yeah,
know we're getting the clicks that we want. Regardless whether or not it's the right people, everyone's got a sore back. We just need to make them know that they have a sore back, but no one's going to admit it off the start. So we need to sort of squeeze the juice out a bit harder.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah.
All right. So I'll make up some concepts and stuff like this. And your initial consult page, we've still got it anyway, your initial landing page that we built from the start. So it's perfectly fine. We can just push them there for your special offer. It'll just be the first page that I have to make where it'll be like your secret something that changed the way people lived forever, which maybe could be hijama. Do you find a lot of the non-Arabs know about hijama? Are they willing to do it or not really?
Yes and no. Like, I do have non-Muslim patients that do hijama pretty regularly, like every few months or so, but not too many know about it. Yeah. Exactly. Or they don't really know what it does.
How do they feel when you tell them this can change your life and blah, blah, blah?
They're like, yeah, we'll do it. Like, some of them are a bit scared about the blood or whatever. But most people were like, yeah, I'll try it. Because they're in pain. They don't care. They just want anything to help them. I tell them, in short term, it'll help with your pain.
And what about after they do it? What's the review?
I get the view of like, oh, I want to do it again. 99% of the time. Yeah, they love it. They love how I feel after. Like, they're like, oh, I feel so light because they've reduced so much.
Directly after as well?
Yeah, directly. Like, as soon as they finish.
That would be good. So maybe we can focus you as like, I don't want to say like, take everything I say with a pinch of salt, because we're adding a layer of cocaine and dopamine to this, right? So take everything I say with a pinch of salt, but we can make it as if like you're the person that discovered hijama in Sydney type thing. You know, like you're the guy that came up with this crazy system that no one's ever seen before, which obviously a lot of people have seen, but what do we want? We want attention. We need attention, brother. That's what we need. Okay. And then that's just going to spark a bit of fire around Spine Central and maybe grow it a little bit better. So maybe that can be one of the angles that we attack inside of our ads. In terms of other services, I think everything else is quite normal, right? Like you just go through your normal chiro session, normal dry needling.
Dry needling, rehab exercises, whatever. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's our main angle we'll try. All right, beautiful. All right, so in terms of your content, bro, I'll make a content plan for you, okay? You need to give me some long form. You need to give me some hijama videos as well, all right? And I'll get some boys to come in this week with me. I'll try to organize a few boys. You can just do whatever you want for them, blah, blah, blah. We'll just do some fake dummy stuff. And we'll get some reviews, some testimonials, all this stuff, and we'll start building everything out. Probably take us about 2 weeks, and then we can start running straight away. Leave your ads going if you want, if they're getting you some leads now.
Just leave it, yeah. Cheap anyways.
Yeah, and then once I crank up all these other assets, I'll send it to you for approval first as well, because they're going to be pretty bold statements. So I want you to make sure that you're across it as well, you know?
Yeah, so they can get caught by opera. They're like the governing body.
I'm thinking something, bro. It's been working like wildfire, because at the end of the day, no one wants to see an ad. You get me? And everyone is so lazy that they want to see. Everyone wants to be faster, fitter, stronger, sexier, richer in the fastest time possible. No one wants to work for anything. So Meta, the way it's working now, they're actually letting you make a bit more bolder claims as long as you're not guaranteeing anything. So instead of us saying we guarantee this hijama will fix your back pain forever, it's more like this discovery has sparked chaos on the internet. It's so intriguing that people want to see what's happening. And then as soon as they come to our page and our pixel fires off and we get that good data, then after there we start targeting them with the real stuff, with the actual authority building stuff, because we can bring them as much as we want, but at the end of the day, if nobody knows who you are and you don't look legit, that's the problem we're going to have. So we'll fix up the content with the templates. I'll get the girls working on it now. We'll fix up a bit of authority building, which will be like very serious, Bilal as the face of chiropractic services, blah, blah, blah. As much dopamine as possible, as much reach as possible. All right.
Yep.
All right. So as I mentioned inside of the call, this is actually what we charge 5 to 10K for, depending on how complex the business is. And it's super easy. The way I've set it up is I've set up my dashboard here inside of Notion. I've got all of my workspaces, my work zones, my client DNA, my client avatar, everything like this. By the way, this is a template that I've created. If you want the template, you can just comment down below and I'll flick it over to you. What we actually do is we upload everything inside of here into the client's DNA. So we know exactly what the client looks like, why they've engaged with us. For example, this is a company in the UAE. Basically, we pull everything from the company using Perplexity and we smash it inside of here so that they understand, or Notion understands exactly what it needs to know about the business. Okay. So essentially all of the issues they have, all of the things that they're dealing with, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then we'll use this data inside of our workspace. If I go here, for example, we wanted to make a summary for this company, Parconic. You can see who they are, their brand voice, the unique difference, why they work with us, yada, 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 all this stuff. And it allows us to actually go through and build the full-on brand kit, all of the workspaces, everything we need, and also even our pitch deck, which we sent to them. Here, if you go through, you can see the exact pitch deck that I've sent to these guys to be able to win the job for the company that I was working with. And it literally goes through everything. And Notion AI allows you to be able to do everything inside of the app. Now, where's the real secret sauce? The real secret sauce is when you mix in Notion with Perplexity. And for those of you guys who don't know what Perplexity is, it's right here. Okay. We use Perplexity because Perplexity will actually use multiple different models, right? On top of that, we use something called Comet. And Comet is something that is really good because what I can actually do is I can actually open up my Notion inside of here. And well, I'll just get Notion here. Okay. Let's go to normal Notion because I want to open up some random stuff. Just go here, go into my workspace. Okay. So there we go. Now we have our Parconic brief, blah, 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 everything inside of here. Now, let's say, for example, we want to work on Spine Central, which is what we just discussed with him. So we have a scratch pad where I just took some notes and I can just literally write inside of here. I can open up my assistant. I can say, based off the meeting I just had with Bilal from Spine Central, create a strategy for 1K ad spend for the following services. Now, it's actually going to read this page. That's why I don't have to sit there and type in what I'm going to do, blah, 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 because it knows everything that happened. If I really want to take it to the next level, I can attach the meeting recording and the transcription if I really want to. But for the sake of this tutorial and showing you guys how it actually works and how we charge these guys good money, you'll be able to see exactly what we do, right? Super simple. Perplexity will plug straight into your Notion and you can use them both to get a really, really good result for literally anyone that you're working with, as long as you've set it up to do the following things. You've set up to crawl the website. So it's gone through and it's crawled the whole website. You have a really good template, okay? A template that you know exactly in terms of marketing, for example, what needs to be done. So for us, we know it's the basics, right? It's like the SWOT analysis. We need to do a competitor analysis. We need to find out what operations they need, what workflows they need, their tech stack, what's currently holding them back, what the North Star is, like what we want to focus on as the KPI. And on top of that, how we're actually going to get them the results. But that only comes with experience. You can't really use AI so much for that. But then once we load it up with that information, use Perplexity to scrape the whole internet, scrape their website, give them the meeting summary, give it everything that it needs. It's completely done. Now, obviously, Bill's been working with me for a long time, so I don't really have the exact onboarding, or I do, but I don't really have the exact onboarding to show you guys. I'm going to do it with a few other clients, that way you guys can actually see it. But I just want to show you exactly what it looks like in a real call with my clients and how we actually generate them results. And as you've seen earlier, these high dopamine ads is the new way to run the meta advertising these days, because it is so good. Like getting a very high click-through rate is going to allow them to know exactly, or allow Meta, sorry, to know exactly what we need. Like, we can filter out the leads once we have them, but first things first, we need the high dopamine ads to get them straight to us. And then from there, we let Go High Level actually go through and qualify the leads. And I can actually show you what that looks like inside of Go High Level, because we've done it for a couple other companies. So this is just an example of what it actually looks like when we've got our leads coming into Go High Level, and then what will actually happen is these will all get qualified, which I can't show you exactly what this is. I'm going to have to blur out a couple of the names and stuff like this underneath. But inside of Go High Level, all of these guys are actually going to go through and get spoken to by AI appointment setter, who's going to book the appointment for the person and then send them directly into their calendar and appointments booked. So it's super good. And it follows the exact flow that I was talking about. Even if I show you another account, and by the way, look, here we go. It's done the whole ad spend strategy. So we know exactly what we need to do, but we'll go through this a little bit later in our actual time when we are going to work on this. But now you just see the bulk of the boring ass work is done. Okay, and now I just have to fine tune it based on what actually works. And look, it even gives me average cost per leads. It even gives me bookings. Like with this system that I've created and how I've connected both of these, it's super easy for any business owner to know exactly what they need to do to get results. And as a freelancer, if you're just trying to start out, as long as you have access to this template and you have access to the framework and the training, it is so easy. So if it's something that you want to learn or you want to actually get interested in doing, just click the link down below, fill out the form, and then you can come straight through and we'll have a one-on-one 15 minutes to see if, we can work together. But anyway, besides that, the main point is, if you look inside of here, all of this is automatically done for you. And then the simplest thing is you just clearly go through, and let's go to, for example, Monumental. And we go through opportunities pipeline, which we've created, and it shows you the exact pipeline that you need to work through based on the template that we have used and what we've done before. And it is so easy, guys. It is literally so easy. Look, these guys get a ton of leads. They I think for the last 2 months, they've had about 110 leads, and it is so easy for us to generate these leads. Why? Because every single client of ours, we know exactly what the company is doing, what is the industry landscape, what is their ideal customer profile, what does the social media strategy look like, what does the brand identity look like, what does the competitor content look like. Why? Because we use Perplexity to literally scrape every single bit of information. Is absolutely goated. And if I go back into comment here, and I say, let's take, for example, monumentalbuilding.com.au. Okay, beautiful. Grab the URL. Find me all of the competitors for this company and find weak points for us to trump them in our marketing strategies. Generic branding and messaging, fragmented offer, weak social proof, pricing and risk transparency. How you can trump them. Own a clear positioning and promise, turn your process into a selling tool, double down on lifestyle-driven case studies. And by the way, this is actually things we've already done. So we have a very sexy process for this company as well. We also double down on case studies and lifestyle-driven case studies, where we've actually gone And not only have we done like the whole highlight reel showing exactly what the space looks like, but we've done like super cinematic testimonials. And this guy is literally like, it's almost unfair how much leads he gets and how much he closes because of this system. It's actually ridiculous. So if that sounds like you and you want to actually get as many leads as possible to the point where you're literally drowning in leads, then definitely let's get in touch. If not, and if there's something that you want to learn, I literally will make a full-on breakdown of this when I do have the time. I'm a little bit busy this week. I'm literally just posting this video on YouTube because I haven't posted in a few days, and I want to give you guys some good value so you can see what it's like actually making a quick $10,000. But comment down below, and if you really do want it, then I'll get it penciled in and I'll put on my content plan for this week. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And by the way, don't be lazy. This is a very, very simple thing that you need to do. Go use Perplexity, go learn Notion, go learn a few of these different tools that are available for people, and you can practice on your own business. You can start your own business, or if you need to generate more leads, you can at least understand your customer better. Because what I always tell people is only 3% of your customers actually are ready to buy. That's it. So you can't expect people to come and buy from you if you don't know what is their pain points. You don't know what your ideal customer looks like, because you need to turn that little, and I said it before with Dr. Bilal, we want to focus on getting the egg and hatching it into a chicken, not just trying to catch the chickens. Try and catch a chicken, you're going to run around the farm all day. But if you get them when they're eggs and you let them hatch into the chicken, it's a lot easier. You can have 50 eggs sitting right next to each other. So as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.